And hopefully from this crowd, yes, we can start talking more partnership. Is it PowerPoint? I'm looking forward. Yes. Here we go. Yes. I've developed this program to help many people that are beginning, but maybe you can see, can you see that? Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's the course is called Property Value Addition School. Cool is nice, but when you pronounce it, it translates in school. So this program will be looking at the Airbnb Rent2Rent journey course. How we can translate from the Airbnb and to Rent2Rent. And I'll show you, I think I brought my app, I'm going to circulate it, and very soon you begin to see this yourselves. In the UK, I think there's been a big wind of change in terms of the property industry. And this is what I'm introducing people to. But this full course, if you want to go on it, one-to-one coaching and group coaching, it will cost about £550 with all the materials and walking you through. It's so powerful. I'm telling you, when I looked at this myself, setting it up and my journey, I could not believe. I'll show you the apps there. So I'll look at getting started with Airbnb. How do I do it? We're looking at setting up your first rooms. They call them homes. How do you do that? What they call homes, we're going to explain. It's very powerful. And across the world, if you go on Google, you see lots of places out there. But it requires sometimes, some of these things you can do it yourself. But sometimes you can shorten the journey and get there quicker. We also look at writing about your space and homes you are hosting. This can do you or make you or destroy you because people come to your place must say something. And projected income and pricing, how do you do that? So I'll be looking at that. So I'll show you just a bit and the reasons why we as a community must start going to this. Actually, no, it's not. I'll just pass this one. This is an app that we use to manage our rentals. This system manages everything for you, from vetting of clients to anything. You don't do nothing basically. Once you're set up, you are home and drive. So I just pass it around, you see, and they send you a graph of how the money is coming in and how this thing is grown. Mm-hmm. Yes. When I came here this April, it was somewhere around about 6 times something, but it's approaching 640. So if I'll explain that, if you want to pass it on. That is the app for Airbnb. I'll be coaching people how to do that. It's showing me the months, how much money I've made in a place where I live. That's where you start from. Mm-hmm. And I believe anyone who has a home to live in and they've got a room where they've got rubbish, baggages, I recommend clear it up. Mm-hmm. You see that money? Yeah. Mm-hmm. So when I was coming, it wasn't that much. So people are booking. So the system vets them. It does all the checks. When they book, it allows them to come in. Mm-hmm. So now, this is very important. When we come to here, when the place where I was talking about resources and links, because some of these things, you cannot find them unless you have appropriate links. So as people in the diaspora, you want to keep your ears and link yourself to things that can begin to empower you in your finances. That's what I like that, your choice. Between these two, what you choose? Money. Both money and time is correct. But if I didn't listen to that clip, I was going to choose time or wisdom. but it says, I've given you wisdom, now just use it. Okay. So, that app would show you when there's a low uptake of tenants. It will show you where the pricing is going. It will advise you what's happening. It gives you the trends. And if you put it on a certain scale, it can actually increase price for you. How about that? You're aware of that? Mm-hmm. Yes. it increased
Is
the
it
price.
when they search more than the prices?
Oh,
go
yes,
up or
it's
something?
very intelligent.
Alright.
And if there's events like that when it also adjusts itself. But you can, on the program, I'll be teaching a lot more on engaging with it. Like here, if you see project income and pricing.
Can you make the writing bigger there?
Oh yes, I can actually. Thank you for that. Oh, I didn't know I could do that. We learn every day. Yeah, awesome.
Nice, huh?
Yeah. Yes. Are you happy you came? I think
Yeah.
you are the right people, you know. You know, nature. This is my own. It just dropped my thought. The way God has set up nature, it sieves. Do you know how to sieve? Do you know how to sieve? Ever been in the village in Africa before? So they bring like pounded maize.
Yeah,
or
wherever it
yes.
is. Like surfing, something
Yeah.
like that.
They're doing like that. So some particles are coming out, some particles are remaining. So programs like these, I think, this is my thinking. I'm not saying those who didn't manage to pull through the crowd were sieved out. No. I'm just thinking. There's a time when something needs to be planted, so there's a then the right material are put in place, then afterwards, the rest flies. Do you think so? I'm just thinking. So I didn't mean if you didn't attend, you're not the right material. No, you are the right material for the next phase. Say caveat. You're watching Today's Your Future in Manchester, my hometown of production. Because I'm in Manchester, right? So, yes, yeah. Projected income and pricing. That one, you've got to use your intelligence. I'll be going in depth in those ones, which has showed me as in the past 2 years. The first year, we left it to do the way it can do. But towards the end of the first year, we began engaging it. We are fully booked up every day. Almost every day, people coming in and out. So I'll teach how to do that. It took me 2 years to realize that, you see. I thought, but this is why we are putting up the course. And why we are focusing on this journey is to motivate the community that the resource that you're seeing there actually is your cash machine. Imagine this. I wish I knew this 9 years ago, isn't it? The very first day you got the keys from that property and started, because some rooms we kept them empty for a long time. We didn't know. But thank God, it's opened up. Now from this foundation, you don't need, I'll also be looking at how do you get started with your first rooms and then transition to rent journey. Okay. How do you transition from the rooms in your house, because that's big money. Property owners will tell you that the average profit they make per property is 500 to 700 pounds. And that is properties out there, but if you can start with where you live, if you've got the rooms, you'll be making that money without difficulties. You understand it? In those days, we had to be there to wait for guests, but now we've learned the tricks. We don't have to be there to wait for the guests. So it's so easy, you know. Yeah? So when you're coming in, somebody say, booked. I just press the button. Oh, thank you. So he's going to check himself in. We don't have to be there. Some people don't even see them.
Oh. Why is in your property?
Yes. that was the fear of my wife. That was the fear of my wife. When I come and share your fears, come.
What?
Have your fears when you started.
Yeah,
What
I'm
did
a
I say?
bit.
Come.
I can't remember what I said.
Yes, come. I'll help you. Having people in your own property. Did you sleep the first night when they came?
No.
Yeah, I slept like a baby. Now, because you were saying, oh, first you didn't want us to start, didn't you? I said, no. How can you have strangers in our home? But the system, what it does, what you say on the system is who comes to your house. So we decided, medical doctors, nurses, higher professionals, executives will come. So we put on our wall that kind of thing. And guess who the first arrival wasn't a medical doctor, was he? Where did he come from? He came from Australia. He says he's traveling for 10 years.
Wow.
But he was a professional, a computer programmer, software engineer. I said, wow. I felt at rest. Because they read, the system never allows anybody to book who is not in that category because it knows the profile of people.
Okay.
It's a powerful system. When you log in, it can ask you to log in your Facebook or log in with an account that is already known by Google. It looks at your profile. It matches what you say, it won't allow them to book. And it asks a question. It sends a question to you. Oh, Jim wants to book. Then you look at Jim's profile, say, no. Then you decline. That's it.
Okay.
So sweet and special. So 2 years now. We haven't had good funny characters, have we?
No.
Big hand for my wife. Excellent. I mean, and I realize sometimes we are afraid of making that step forward because we aren't properly linked or properly educated on the area of what goes on. And then afterwards, I Googled, I found many countries worldwide. Cote d'Ivoire, there's Airbnb. I found that Zambia, there's Airbnb. Livingstone, I wanted to go and see. I said, listen, Livingstone, beautiful stuff. I said, wow, it's everywhere. And the model these guys have developed is a trustworthy model based on professionalism and the confidence. So how can our communities living here in this country where these things are happening not succeed? Let's debate on that one before I move forward. Let's talk about this one. How can our communities living in this nation, the United Kingdom, where we are, or where you're watching from, in the Western world in particular, how can your community, with a roof under their head, which they own, cannot succeed, and yet they keep rubbish in their garage? What would that be? Let's talk now. Anybody wants to comment on that one?
I think maybe lack of knowledge.
Lack of knowledge.
Yeah, I would say maybe lack of knowledge. Yeah.
Lack of knowledge is the biggest factor. Dr.
Awareness.
Awareness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just being aware that something is going on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, take for example myself. I never knew what Rent2Rent was
Yeah.
until you mentioned it.
Fantastic.
I know about Airbnb.
Yes.
And because when I go to Zambia, I use that,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yes.
But Rent2Rent, I had no idea.
And this one.
The first time I heard about it, it was through my big one, my big boy.
Yeah.
Because he's going to London and one
Your
of
son?
his, yeah.
Wow, your son.
Yeah.
He's my champion. Bring him here.
So he's going to London and one of his school, when they graduate,
Yeah.
she is in London and then she said, oh, what about this kind of business? Can we do it together? So he came home and said, oh, look, Mom, I've got my colleague who actually is proposing this. So in about a year and a half, we will save enough money and we'll start our journey in London. So that's the first time I heard about Rent2Rent. So he was like looking around my house. I said, no, don't go there. So, yeah.
Juno, come over here. Come on. You want to be? She's scared of being live. I like that. That's important. And I want our approach to this, even the properties that are coming up, is joint venture. So I would say probably some of you have sent you a text already. I want to send text to yourselves. So we do joint ventures in this journey. If we get a property portfolio over 20 under our belt, we are laughing. Understand it? Because this word, Amaka Yahweh, means power of many people working together in business. Because some of the ventures that we go into, take properties like this, the ones we're looking at, they're huge projects. And it's good if you can have 10 of them, 10 by 10, it's 100 rooms. And they're a team of you. This is very good money. Maybe one of them will be fetching 750 per month, 10 of them, 750 per month times 10, 7,500. That's how it starts. Joint ventures. So open up your mind to this, you open up your heart to this. And my charge from this session is go tell people who are like minds, who want to progress. The next meeting, I want this place to be filled up with people with like minds.
Filled,
Yes.
because this is the bank holiday, so
Yes.
I've completely forgotten. So most of them just apologize to you and
Yeah.
say next time.
Manchester is flying.
Yeah.
Because this is not joke. I've showed you the app. That's just where it shows blue. I want to show you this. I want to stimulate your interest so that you begin to think. Because the journey of rent to rent, from A and B to rent is the same kind of family. But the skills you learn in your A and B are so powerful that you can manage that. In my course, behind that, there's a lot of things that you have to learn, the contracts and lots of things. Lots of things and lots of legal compliances. I want to show you this. Yeah. Yes, I'll just do the calendar. You can. I'm managing this on this app. Are you seeing that one? Because you can get the rent to rent and shoot it on this. Let me see. I want to shoot this. Oh, is it? Yeah. It's a practical problem today. What's this? This is excellent. Yeah, if you see, this is how they do calendars. Sure. Just press it and don't move it. Because you are now a resident, but now from you running it, that's your calendar. Now that calendar is May, June. Our property already fully booked up.
Wow.
So all these are fully booked?
Fully booked up. This is May and June.
Wow.
So how many property is in the rent to rent one?
No, this is NB. First,
That's just a room in the house.
Yes, I just want to.
The room where you are in
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
I am
Okay.
You see-
scared.
You see why I want to charge people up in where they are. This is where the goal is. I go around. The next level is garages, is car parks. And people are making silly easy money. People live
I've
nearby.
got a garage full of stuff.
People live
I will
nearby. the
empty
food-
it and then refurbish it.
Yeah, I'm telling you, people live nearby food programs, things like that. This is easy money. It's 4,000.
Especially near football
I've got
grounds.
2 rooms there. I was about to ask you
Mhm.
if the rent one can be applied for offices as well.
Now this is a commercial property, so the council won't allow that.
Yeah.
It depends on your
Yes,
licensing.
But say for
some
example
planning.
you have an office and you want to work in a day in Manchester, can you be able to rent a place?
Oh, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm on about.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. They call them hot
Renting.
desks.
Yeah.
Say again?
Hot
Desk,
desk.
okay.
Oh, that's big business.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, because I need to do that.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
big
Then I mean,
business.
if you do it up, I mean, you are in almost in the middle of Manchester.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Fantastic. So, are you happy to see this?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Now, I'll encourage people to invest in this development. It will be much easier for you. It took me a couple of years to be able to do this. It will take you only very few minutes and you're up and running. Let's have a short break, a water break. Yes, fantastic. Thank you very much for listening for this part. The second part, we just do some practicals and we move. And I'll give you, I brought some elastic bands. I want to do something with you with this. Keep this elastic band, don't lose it. After break, we use it. This elastic band. You have a break. You use break. Let's break in.